In this tutorial in Cyberlink PowerDirector, I'd like to show you how you can efficiently move your playhead along the timeline in your project by using two separate tools. One is the tool that allows you to switch between clip mode and movie mode. The other is changing your seek by parameters that are controlled by the period key and the comma key. This will save a lot of time in editing and give you precision as well. So let's look at both of these. The first one is switching between clip mode and movie mode when moving the playhead along your project. Now by default, when I look at this project, I know I'm in movie mode. Movie mode is there when you have nothing in the bar up here and you have no clips that are highlighted. So switch from movie mode to clip mode, the easiest way is put your playhead in the timeline above whatever clip you want to work on. Press the page up key. When you do, now we see we have the edit properties and we have the white bounding box above that clip. Now if I want to control the movement to the beginning and end of that clip, I can now press the home key because I'm in clip mode. It takes me to the beginning of the clip. The end key takes me to the end of that particular clip. So home and end, when I'm in clip mode, are confined to the beginning and end of the clip. Now if I want to get out of that back into movie mode, I press the down key. Now the home and end keys function differently. If I press the home key now, it takes me to the beginning of the project. If I press the end key, it takes me to the end of the project. So that's how you can move efficiently from one to the other and switch. So if I'm over in this clip here and I want to get into clip mode, I press the page up key, and now my home and end will control where I am in that particular segment of my clip. But there's a more precise way you can move as well. That's by using the seek by properties. Now by default, when you're doing seek by, it's going to move you one frame at a time. And you can get there by clicking on these two icons. This will move you one frame and it defines it here. And if you look at the time code to the lower right of the preview screen, it's 3302. If I click it, it's 3303, 04, 05, or I can go back. But a much faster way is on the keyboard is using the period key to go right. I'll press it once. Now it's 3304, 3305, 3306, and the comma key will take me left. So it's a nice way to move precisely frame by frame by using those two keys and never moving your hand away from the keyboard. But that's not all you can do. You can also change how far it goes when you press the key. Let's look at that. You change the seek by parameters. Now that's a bit of a hard thing to find in PowerDirector 365, but what you do is you go to the preview screen, you click outside the image to the left or right. I'm going to click to the left, and I'll have a pop-up menu. Now I have a seek by. We see the default is frame. I'm going to change it to second. Now I just changed it to second. You notice it changes the icon down here, but I'm not going to click there. I'm going to use the period key and comma key. Right now it says I'm at 32 seconds, 23 frames. I press the period key, and now I'm 33 seconds, 34 seconds, 35. Likewise, the comma key will take me back 1 second at a time. That's really nice. So if I want to go in a larger group, what can I do? I'm going to right-click, do the seek by, and I can also do minute. I'll click on minute, and now my icon changed again. If I press the period key, I'm at 24:23. Now I'm at 58:09 in the next clip. And notice it sticks there. Why? Because I'm in clip mode, not movie mode. Let me go page down. Now I'm in movie mode. If I press it, I'm 2:49:20. Now I'm 3:49:20. Now I'm 4:49:19. So roughly 1 minute either way. I press the comma key. Takes me back a minute at a time. But you notice I had to switch from clip mode to movie mode because I didn't have a clip that was more than a minute long. And I found sometimes when your playhead is at 0, it doesn't seem to work right. I'm not sure why. But here I'm pressing the comma key and I'm going ahead 1 minute at a time in my entire project. So that's how you can seek by 1 minute at a time. Let's try the other commands. We have a seek by. We have several other options. We have one that is scene. I don't have any scenes defined here. So even though I click on scene, it's not working. If you have any scenes in your project, it will do that. Right now it went back, it defaulted back to 1 frame at a time. That might be a glitch in the program, I'm not sure. Let's go back to an earlier clip. We'll try another option. Seek by also has these 3 at the bottom: subtitle, chapter, and segment. Let's start at the bottom and see what segment does. I'm going to click on segment. Now it's changed to segment, and the icon changed a little bit. Let's press the period key. There it goes to the end of the clip. There's the other clip. Segment takes you from clip to clip to clip, regardless of length of the clip. And the comma key takes you back. So if you want to jump between all the clips on your timeline, you set it to segment and it should work. Again, when I'm in the first segment, for some reason it's not working. I have to move up a frame or 2, and then it will take me segment by segment by segment with the period key to the right. So that's segment. We have 2 more we haven't looked at in seek by. You can also do chapter. Now let's move back here, and I press the period key. I'm ahead of chapter. Now I don't know where's my chapter marks. Well, I hid them. You can make chapters visible or invisible. Let me show you a trick to that. I'm going to click below on the left side of my timelines. I'm going to right click, and now I have the option to show my chapter track or my subtitle track. I'm going to turn both of them on. Right click again and show the subtitle. Now here are my chapters at the very top, and the second track down is my subtitles. So I'm on chapter, so I'm going to press the period key, and it will jump between my chapters. So if you have chapters in your project and you want to quickly go from one to the other, you just set your seek by, and it will move from chapter to chapter to chapter. Likewise, let's change it again. I'll right click again. I'll change the seek by to, oh, I tell you what it does. Sometimes it forgets where it is. I was on chapter, but for some reason it shows me segment. So sometimes when you're changing this, you have to ignore what it was set to. You set it to the right thing. It just didn't put the check mark in the right box when you want to change it again. Let's do subtitle. And here, let's go back near the beginning of the project. And what I'm going to do is press the period key. Now, it happens to go to chapter because the chapter and the subtitle are in the same frame. But the next time I press it, there it simply goes to the subtitle. More horses. Press it again, wild camera. Press it again, tractor. Press it again, my subtitle, harvest corn. And likewise, the comma key will take me back between my various subtitles. So if you want to jump quickly between subtitles in your project, you set it to that, and you notice the icon changed again, and it tells you what it is when you hover over the image. So that's a way to change that. And again, the default when you do seek by is always going to be frame, but you do have these other options that you can pick when you're trying to move quickly from one element to another by changing the seek by properties in CyberLink PowerDirector 365.